Good morning, Indianapolis. Chris Davis, the Indy Used Car Guru here. That's at Indy Used Car Guru on Twitter, where every day I'll hit you with the hottest used car specials around town, specials on servicing your current car, and the latest tips and information on how to buy or sell your used car. Make sure you get the most out of the transaction. Coming at you this Wednesday morning to share a little secret with you. The secret that all car salesmen know: you're at their dealership to get more than just the lowest price for a car. If you were just looking for the cheapest price for a set of wheels and an engine, you'd be buying your neighbor's Cutlass Supreme out of his front yard for $1,200, knowing that in a year you're going to be spending the same $1,200 to either keep that car running or replace it with something else. Now, the reason you go to the dealership is for the experience and for the wow factor of the car that you end up driving home in. There are two places, in my opinion, that you can go, and if you have some money to spend, regardless of how much, you can and should be treated like royalty. One of those is a car dealership, the other is a jewelry store. I'm here only to talk about cars. I'm not an expert on jewels. But when you go into a car dealership, you need to expect to be treated right, treated with respect, shown around the dealership, taught about the buying experience, about the way the dealership handles, manages, and obtains their inventory, and why that's of value to you. So make sure that when you go into a dealership, they're willing to take their time, that you don't feel rushed, that they're talking about more than just the numbers, that they give you a tour of the dealership. You know, if you're buying a used car from a facility, you're probably buying it there because you trust that they have fixed the car appropriately. Well, don't you want to keep it maintained the same way? Absolutely you do. So you want to know where their service department is. You want to meet somebody while you're there. Get a name with a face so that when you are in for your oil changes, your tire rotations, warranty work, that you can meet somebody that you're comfortable with to handle your car and make sure that it's put back in the condition that it was in when you purchased the car. The other thing is the wow factor of the car. You know, a lot of times you'll come to a used car lot and you'll see, you know, obviously they're used cars. They're not going to be in perfect condition. But there are some things that can be taken care of and that you have a right to ask for. You know, if the wheels are scuffed up on a good looking car, you have the right to ask to have those wheels repaired. You know, you don't want to be 7 days after buying it, no matter how good a price you get on the car, regretting your decision because you've got this hot looking car with messed up wheels. You also then are going to feel the urge to go out and spend $600 to get those wheels replaced. A lot of times the dealerships have folks that can come in within a day or two. They can grind those wheels down. They can make them look pretty close to new. Probably not going to look brand new, but eliminates that buyer's remorse. So definitely you have a right to ask for that. You know, you have a right to ask for some of the things I mentioned in my first video when it comes to wear and tear items like tires and brakes. You know, make sure it's an investment that you're not going to be kicking yourself in 6 months because you're sitting in a tire store about to spend $400, $500 on a new set of tires. You have a right to ask for service after the sale, oil changes, that kind of stuff. You know, sometimes they're not going to be able to do it, but their prices are already set pretty low with the competitiveness in the market. The market's picking back up. There's more customers coming out. So you might find some situations where there's still some steep discounts to be had, but more often than not, that's not the case. And so you pay their price. You don't get anything on the car because you don't know how to ask to have a better experience and have a better wow factor on the car. 7 days from then, you're kicking yourself. So don't be kicking yourself. Don't spend too much money. Don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be spending money in the future. Go in expecting the experience and expecting the wow factor. If you think you're on the right car, if it seems to be the right type of car, if it seems to be in good mechanical condition, and you just don't look at it and say, wow, don't be afraid to ask to have it buffed. Ask to have the wheels repaired. Ask to have the windows tinted. Ask to have a pinstripe put on it. You know, if you look at a car and it looks great on the outside, but the interior carpets are a little dirty, ask them to pay cover the $200 to put some all-weather mats in there that are going to cover the floor and keep it from getting dirtier in the future. These little things, more so than saving $500, $600, $700, $800 at the dealership, are going to make you proud to be owning that car 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 3 years from now when you go back to trade it in. So hope this helps. Hope this helps you have a better car buying experience and a car ownership experience. Any questions about anything that I've talked about in this video, or some, you know, how to ask for these things if you're not a confrontational type of person, how to do it and really get what you're wanting, hit me up at Twitter at Indy Used Car Guru. I'll let you know just what you can usually ask for and how you need to ask for it to make sure you get what you want. Thanks, and have a great Wednesday.